Last weekend, the men's ice hockey team took on the University of Vermont. They came out with 1 win and 1 loss. Junior forward Jimmy Hayes had 2 goals on the weekend. I sat down with him to talk about those games and also his upcoming career here at BC as a hockey player. All right, well, Jimmy, last weekend you guys played UVM and you split with them. Now, you had 2 goals late in the third period on Saturday, but it wasn't enough to give you guys that win. What do you think your team needs to do in order to get back on track heading into the games versus Maine this weekend?
I think to get back on track, like our team's been practicing all week on getting traffic in front of the net, we got to score more goals, and I think we just need to lock down a lot more defensively, a lot more communication between the goaltender and the defenseman, and then the forwards need to get back more often, and a lot more back pressure and picking guys up in front of our own net.
Okay. Well, Maine is probably considered the hottest team in your league right now. What do you guys plan on doing to stop, their offensive threats, such as Hobie Baker finalist last year, Gustav Nyquist, and sophomore Joey Diamond? How do you plan to contain them while also focusing on capitalizing on offensive scoring opportunities for yourself?
I think that to contain them, the big thing is with Gustav Nyquist, you just got to be aware that he's on the ice at all times, because he's one of those game-changing type players that he can score goals from wherever and wherever. But I think we actually have to be aware of him. I'm not sure we're going to specifically game plan around him, but Joey Diamond, on the other hand, he's a smaller guy. He's like a really tenacity type player, and he gets in front of the net, and he's going to be one of those guys where we have to just be aware of him as well, because he's hot right now, scoring a lot of goals.
Okay. Well, just more generally, Jimmy, you're a junior forward on this defending national championship team. What are some of your goals personally and for the team this upcoming season?
Well, I think our team goals are just like every team has. We want to win a lot of trophies this year. We want to win the Hockey East. We want to win Bean Pots. And we want to defend our national championship again. But for individual goals, I think the main thing for me is becoming more of a leader. I want to work on my leadership qualities. Being an older player this year, I want to be able to be one of those guys a young guy looks forward to and ask questions to.
Great. Well, another little fun fact about you is your younger brother Kevin is a freshman on this team. What is it like playing at the collegiate level with him?
This is the first time we've ever played with one another on a real team. I mean, the first time we got to play with each other was this summer in a prospect camp. But it's actually a thrill. It's what brothers dream to do. I mean, there's been brothers that do it in the NHL and brothers in BC that have done it as well. And it's just kind of like a tradition for BC to have this whole brotherly love type thing.
Is there any sibling rivalry at all between you guys, or is it all love between you two?
I think it's a little bit of like a rivalry between us. It's more of like just us being competitive, but it's nothing like negative. It's more positive. It kind of helps us push one another when we play against each other or with each other.
In terms of your pro career, you were originally drafted by Toronto, but this past summer you were traded to the Chicago Blackhawks, coincidentally the day after your brother Kevin was drafted by them. How does it feel to be drafted by the defending Stanley Cup champs?
I mean, I'm actually honored to be traded to Chicago. It's our original 6 NHL club, and they've shown themselves that they're winners, and that's what all kids want to do. They want to play on winning teams and be a part of that type of tradition, and their organization has proved to the entire world that they're a winning team, and they have the caliber players such as Pat Kane and Jonathan Taves to do so, and it just, you grow up watching them, and it's kind of pretty cool to get a chance to play with them.
Well, here at BC, you're about 6'5". You're kind of a big guy. And I think typically here at BC, they've recruited, the small, short, quick guys up front. You definitely have more size. Yeah. How do you use that size and strength to your advantage up front?
I try to use my size to obviously to be like a power forward type guy and work myself into the corners, whereas get some of those younger guys some pucks out front and they can put them in the back of the net for us, those small, fast guys. But my size is kind of like an attribute for me, which is lucky. Not many people have it, but I just got to start using it to my advantage.
The men's ice hockey team will take on the University of Maine this Friday at home, 7 p.m. Reporting for BCEagles.com, I'm Hannah Alley.